You guys, I think my family is officially tired of me playing Michael Jackson. Seriously. My kids are like, Mom, enough. And I'm over here just saying one more song. My oldest looked at me yesterday and goes, You are obsessed. And I started laughing because I realized it's not really about Michael Jackson. It's about what his music unlocked. I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but music is like a key. It unlocks these little doors in my mind that I forget even existed. One song takes me back to being a little kid in my childhood home. I can picture the rooms. I remember my sister. I remember the feeling of life back then. Not every detail, just the feeling. Another song can have me crying in my car. And then 5 minutes later, a different song comes on and I'm dancing around with this ridiculous, cheesy smile on my face like nobody's watching. How is that possible? How can a few minutes of music completely change our emotions? I mean, it's kind of incredible when you think about it. And it's got me thinking about something we all experience, nostalgia. I think every single one of us has had one of those moments where a song, a smell, an old TV show, a picture, or even driving down a familiar street suddenly transports us somewhere else. For just a moment, you're there again. Not physically, emotionally. It's almost like your brain says, Hey, remember this? And honestly, I think that's beautiful. Because sometimes life moves so fast and that we forget all the versions of ourselves that we've been. The little kid, the awkward teenager, the young adult trying to figure everything out. They're all still a part of us. And sometimes it just takes the right song to remind us. But while I was thinking about all of this, another thought popped into my head. What's the difference between nostalgia and rumination? I mean, because they're not the same thing. I know that because I've experienced both. Nostalgia feels warm. It's visiting a memory, smiling, maybe laughing, maybe even crying a little bit because you miss someone or a chapter of your life. But when it's over, you come back to the present feeling grateful. Rumination feels different. It's when your brain keeps trying, it's replaying something over and over. I should have said this. I wish I've done that. I wish I didn't make that mistake. It's not visiting the past, it's getting stuck there. And if you're anything like me, you know how exhausting that is. Because I've spent way too much time replaying conversations, embarrassing moments, things I wish I could change. Except I can't. None of us can. No matter how many times we replay it, the ending never changes. So why does our brain keep doing it? I don't know if there's a perfect answer. Maybe it's just trying to protect us from making the same mistake again. Maybe it's looking for closure. Maybe it's just part of this human experience. But I've realized something. Nostalgia reminds me where I've been. Rumination tries to convince me I should still be living there. And that's a really important difference. One helps me appreciate my story, and the other keeps me trapped in it. I think it's okay to visit the past. In fact, I think sometimes it's healthy. Sometimes we need those reminders. Sometimes hearing an old song reminds us of people we loved or simpler times. Or maybe it reminds us of how much we've grown. Because here's the thing, when I was a little girl listening to Michael Jackson, I had no idea those ordinary moments would someday become memories I treasure. I wasn't thinking, one day I'll miss this. I was just living it. And it made me wonder, maybe that's what's happening right now. Maybe one day my daughters are going to hear one of these songs and laugh. Maybe they'll remember me driving them crazy playing Michael Jackson over and over. Maybe they'll think mom was obsessed. And maybe, just maybe, it will make them smile. Because what feels ordinary today could become one of tomorrow's favorite memories. So maybe nostalgia isn't about wanting to go backward. Maybe it's about appreciating the path that brought us here. And maybe when we catch ourselves slipping into rumination instead, we can gently remind ourselves, I've already learned what I needed to learn from this. I don't have to keep reliving it. The past helped shape us, but it doesn't have to hold us. So if you've been feeling nostalgic lately, enjoy it. Play the old songs. Look through the old pictures. Smile at the memories. Just don't forget to come back, because while today's moments might not seem special, one day they'll be the memories someone is nostalgic for, including you. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.